This AI tool can change the way you learn and work. Most AI tools promise the world, but when you actually sit down to get real work done, they suddenly turn into that one group project partner who shows up with nothing but creative ideas. They hallucinate, they drift off topic, and they definitely don't make your job easier. But NotebookLM is different. It's like the AI that finally did its homework. Instead of spitting out guesses, it will provide the answer directly from our sources. And the crazy part is that it can handle up to 25 million words per notebook. That's basically like uploading the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy, plus Harry Potter, plus your tax documents, and still having room left over. Try doing that with your average AI. The big idea of NotebookLM is perfectly simple. We will provide context, docs, data, and enforce the AI to only reference from our own sources. And in this video, I'm going to show you its key features, real-world use cases, and of course, a few tips to get the most out of it. Let's dive in. All right, to get started with NotebookLM, navigate to the NotebookLM website and log in using your Google account. So, when you first hop into NotebookLM and hit Create a new notebook, step 1 is pretty simple. Upload your sources. You can drag and drop all kinds of files, hook it up to Google Drive, paste in random text, even toss in website links or YouTube videos. Here, I'm going to upload these files. One is a McKinsey report on the economic potential of generative AI, and the other is a Google Cloud's white paper on building an effective AI strategy. Once your stuff's uploaded, the real fun begins. Now, when you click on an individual source, let's say this one, you'll notice the source guide provides a short summary of the document. On the under of it, there are key points that NotebookLM has sorted out for you. If you select one of those points, NotebookLM immediately expands on it using all the sources you've chosen. The Notebook Guide feature on the right side here works like a quick start tool for beginners. It includes a summary of all the sources you've added, along with ready-made templates such as FAQs and briefing documents. You'll also find suggested questions designed to help users dive in more easily. And don't worry, we'll also cover the audio overview feature today. Okay, here you can ask a question. And there you go. A concise summary drawing directly from the uploaded documentations with citations will be fully provided for you. You can ask NotebookLM questions about the source material, give it creative tasks, or have it summarize highly complex information. It will answer you right away. Imagine uploading a 200-page research report, and instead of crying yourself to sleep, you just ask NotebookLM for a mind map, and boom! You suddenly look like the smartest person in the room. That's the kind of edge this tool gives you. Oh, and anytime you come across an output you like, make sure to hit Save to Note right away. If you skip that step and reload the notebook, your work will vanish into thin air. Why does this happen? Because Google hasn't trained NotebookLM on the data you upload. It doesn't remember unless you save it. So think of it like writing on a whiteboard. Before you walk away, lock it in. Always save before closing the chat, or you'll risk starting from scratch. What makes it really stand out lies in the Studio tab in the right panel. This is where things get more superior. You can generate audio overviews, AI podcasts, video summaries, mind maps, and reports. Yeah, basically it does everything short of making your morning coffee. But what if I ask for something not included in the source? Let me see how it replies to that question. So here you can see it said that not included in the documents. Now, all of that illustrates a larger picture, which is the comparison between Gemini and NotebookLM. Even though they might use the same underlying model, which is Gemini 2.5 Flash, NotebookLM tends to be less hallucinated, but also less creative. In contrast, Gemini, while prone to more hallucinations, is more creative and optimized for speed. Moving into one of my favorite features called the Audio Overview. Basically, it takes the sources you've uploaded and turns them into a custom AI-generated podcast. But hold on. It is not as easy as you might think. It doesn't just read the text back to you like a boring audiobook. Instead, NotebookLM is now putting everything together in the background, generating a podcast that feels like you've got two experts discussing your exact topic. It usually takes a couple of minutes to process, but once it's ready, boom, you've got a personalized podcast episode created just for you. All right, it's finished. Let's hit play and unpack this together.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're your shortcut to getting smart fast. Today we're digging into a whole stack of sources you shared on generative AI. We're talking strategy, economic impact, basically trying to figure out one key thing. How do we actually, cut through the hype and measure the real ROI here? And look, this isn't some future fantasy.
Like how amazing it is?
Right now.
But you know what? It does not only stop here. Things can get more insane. NotebookLM also allows you to join that conversation through the interactive mode.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're your shortcut to getting smart fast.
Today we're digging into a whole stack of sources you shared on generative AI. We're talking strategy, economic impact. Basically trying to figure out one.
Oh, hey, our listener wants to join in. What's up?
Hi, it's nice to see you.
Oh, hi. It is great to see you too.
Thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate you joining us for this deep dive.
We've got some really intense data today.
Yeah, we're talking about how to cut through the hype.
And measure.
All right, so anyway, I also want to give you a look at some of the other features available under the Studio tab, because this is where NotebookLM really shows off. One of the coolest tools here is the ability to generate a video overview. Instead of just text or audio, you can actually have NotebookLM create a full video that visually summarizes the key points from your sources. It's super handy for visual learners, or if you want something quick and engaging to share with your team. So let's go ahead and try it out.
Okay, so the generative AI gold rush is definitely here. We all feel it. But beyond all the hype, how do you actually turn this tech into real hard value for your company? Well, that's what we're going to do. Build a practical playbook. And it all kicks off with one pretty staggering number. And here it is, $4.4 trillion. According to McKinsey, that's how much value generative AI could add to the global economy. And listen to this, that's not a one-and-done deal. We're talking annually, every single year.
Okay, a number that big is, well, it's kind of hard to even process, right? So let's try to put it into perspective. That annual value we just talked about, it's bigger than the entire GDP of the United Kingdom. Yeah.
Like?
We're talking about an economic
Bro, what?
on the same
It's really
level
blowing my
as
mind right now.
nation.
Do I need to say more? It's crazy. In fact, all the data and the graphics shown in the video is really accurate according to the uploaded resources. This is such a game changer.
Is to focus where AI can make the biggest splash. And lucky for us, the data gives us a really clear roadmap. And you know what's really fascinating? Just how concentrated this whole opportunity is. When McKinsey looked at the numbers, they found that roughly 75%, 3/4 of all that potential value is packed into just
So that is for today. I've walked you through how to open source, learned some basics of NotebookLM, some amazing features of it, and also how to use it in reality. Together, these features make NotebookLM a smart companion for research, study, and creative projects. Now it's your turn to jump in. test out the features, and see how it can streamline your workflow. The more you explore, the more powerful it becomes.